jump into this right now. Hi, Justin, how are you?
Hello, good, how are you?
Hey, you know, I got my favorite weather guy. He
Yeah.
posts all the time on Facebook. He's a great Facebook guy, and I had that shocking moment. He was tracking 7 different storms that are somewhere in our vicinity. And you know what? At that moment, you think, am I ready? But it could be, as you know, Justin, snow, ice. It could be earthquakes that Dimitri was talking about. There's a whole host of things and reasons why we need power. And this is the company we're going to turn to, aren't we?
Yeah, we're turning to Furman right now, and this is the first time we've ever been able to offer a generator. And one of the greatest part is that we're offering a propane generator, but the coolest thing is how easy it is. So if you've ever been thinking about getting a generator, the biggest thing is, well, is it easy to start? Here's how you do it. That red switch right here is going to turn my battery on. I hold that down for 1, 2, 3 seconds. You see that red light turn on, and here's my ignition switch. It's just like turning on your vehicle. I make sure my choke is set to start, and then in just 2 seconds, we've got our generator going. Now, we already have everything plugged in. Okay. Right here is gonna be where we have our power cord. We just powered up our generator. What we didn't do is we weren't doing the dance move where we're trying to pull everything on. Now we start plugging everything. I want you to start thinking. We talked about power and food and water, communication. We want to make sure we're staying communicated. Our smartphones are our computers now. Go ahead and start plugging in our phones, making sure that we stay connected with everybody. How about all of our other electronics? This could be your tablet. This could be your computer. Keep in mind, this is just an appetizer for the rest of what we're going to be plugging in here.
We're basically going to almost light up St. Petersburg here in a minute, so stay with us. We got a lamp, easy. These are all kind of easy.
Yep. So this is easy. We're gonna get a fan going, and then I want you to look back here. This is a 1500 watt heater, okay? This takes up a lot of power, but I want you to think, and Suzanne, you mentioned it, doesn't matter where you are, you wanna be able to stay cool, you wanna stay warm, your generator's gonna be able to give you all that power.
Now I gotta tell you, Justin's so correct. This is just a little sneak peek. You have to stay with us to really see how incredible this is. Justin, what I like is you can be on your own, you could be a couple, you could be a family. Girls, we can all do this. And I don't want to be sexist, but quite frankly, my husband has these really big gas generators in our house. I don't know how to use them. I don't know how to do the gas and the oil. I don't, quite frankly, have the power to rip them and get them started. I find them intimidating. I found this one not intimidating for the first time ever. I thought it was brilliant.
And do you want to start it?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, we're hooking up with propane.
And that's the biggest thing too, is you just mentioned
it's not gas and oil.
You don't have to worry about fighting lines. You don't have to worry about, do I have gas? How long have I had gas in the garage for? Okay? This is something that's as easy as connecting to your barbecue. And that's it. You know, there's no fear in that. You connect it as simple as connecting to your barbecue. We showed you how to start it, or at least I did just a second ago. And now, Suzanne, you're going to show how easy
here we go,
it is.
guys. It's so simple.
And keep in mind, she's not using any of her arm strength to pull a cord.
Well, now, I will show you something I thought was brilliant, Justin, because the Furman team, they really think through repetitiveness. And I love this. They give you a backup. For some reason, it doesn't do the auto start. You do have a manual pull start, which I thought was brilliant, because you say, oh, no, what happened? Maybe the battery or whatever. You still got power. Even in the worst circumstances, it's still going to give you power. So here, it's super easy. So what you're gonna do, again, you hit the first button right here, right? I'm gonna hit the red.
Hold that down for 3 seconds.
2, 3. And then here's the start button. The choke's back here in the back. I hit the start button.
That's how easy it is.
And we've got a lot of power. We're not talking about just a couple, like a tablet and a phone.
Right, we talked about, we just showed you the appetizer. We're about to show you basically the entree. But first we're gonna do is we'll just plug it in really quickly. Here's the power cord, and we do have the power cord as an upsell for you guys. Plug this guy in right here. And now we're gonna walk into what our typical home would look like.
You gotta get it. Now watch this. Watch where this is. And it's important because it is a propane generator. You want to have it outside the house.
Exactly. When we're talking about safety, you want to keep it at least 20 feet away from your home. Make sure that the exhaust is pointing away from your home as well. Don't leave it by any of your windows. Don't leave it in a garage. Don't leave it by a doorway. You want to make sure that you keep it at a good distance. And that's why we offer you that the power cord. And you can plug in any extension cord that you need. And we'll go over everything and all the outlets. But this is what we want a generator for.
Okay, how crazy is that? So there it is outside. Right? It's really far away. It's going. And we're all the way actually in our house now.
Yeah.
Full-size refrigerator.
Right.
Wait, let's show them.
Right. This is a full-size refrigerator.
It's on.
The first thing that you do before a storm is what? We stock up on food and water.
That's true.
So we just spend hundreds of dollars on food. Well, what happens when your power goes out? How are you going to keep it cool? Do you know how long a refrigerator is going to stay cool for after you lose power?
No idea.
4 hours.
That's it?
That's it.
And by the way, my producer earlier made a great point. He said, if everything you had to throw out in your fridge thawed, and then you had to throw it all out, you've basically paid for the generator. Think of all these expensive meats you have, all the stuff you have in the frozen area, all the food you're throwing away.
Yep.
If you throw it all out, that's pretty close to the price of the generator itself.
Well, we stocked up because we knew, you know what, the grocery store's probably going to be closed.
Right.
We need to be able to have access to food.
Hundreds of dollars of stuff.
You're right. Yeah. The other thing too is medicine. How many of you have medicine that you need to keep cool? Insulin. My sister has type 1 diabetes. This is something that we think about. Or how about any dietary issues or antibiotics? Or how about if you have a newborn baby and you need to make sure the formula stays cool? So this is what we're talking about with keeping our refrigerator cool. And then your freezer. You know, we got ice that we want to keep cool. Our freezer will stay cool for about 48 hours. And how about a lot of your pre-made frozen food? You know what's nice is you stay cool, you leave it in here, and of course, we always want to say keep the refrigerator door closed. Everybody's always yelling. But this is where you have your ice and all of your frozen food, and then we'll go over to our microwave where we can actually cook all of our
that's
food.
Also plugged in. Now watch this, still the same generator you saw out there is running a full-size fridge. Okay, let's plug something else in.
Okay, so our microwave is already plugged in, and Suzanne said it. We have everything that you're going to see out here is plugged into one generator. This is all about the power that you're going to get.
Okay.
We got popcorn, but we talked about, you know what, this could be for entertainment, getting the kids on my mind off and everything. But this is just to show you that if you do have any food that's been stuck in the freezer and you want to start cooking, this is going to be how you use your microwave to cook your food. Maybe you're not using your oven when the power's out. You got your refrigerator going on your generator, now your microwave, and you got your food cooking. And then we do have a blender over here, so if you wanted to grab some ice and get something cooking, I actually believe
if you're in a kind of a good situation or a really bad situation, you just might need a nice cold drink.
Right, exactly.
And you know, it's nice. If you're in a situation that's not so great, you're like, just make me a frosty margarita, please. And guess what? Same darn generator that's going way over there is now powered a full-size fridge. It's making us popcorn, and we're going to have a little drink.
This is for the hurricane parties.
Yes, that's true. That's right.
This is what I think for the hurricane parties. But this is really just to show you all the different appliances that we've got going. We have the microwave cooking the popcorn. We got the refrigerator and the freezer going. We got our smoothies going.
Good.
You know what? That could be something, again, for any dietary issues. And then our TV. TV, we think, for entertainment.
Full-size TV, not just a little teeny-weeny one. This is a full-size television.
It's a full-size television. We want to keep track of all of those. Our Facebook friends, who's talking about all of the past of these storms. We want to know and stay up to date to our local news station.
And I just think having access to your local news station to know what's going on in an emergency, you know it's vital. You feel lost, you feel scared. When you don't know what's going on, you don't feel empowered. With this generator, it changes everything about an emergency. And then what happens if bad weather comes, people rush out and buy any generator they can find. And we're gonna show you a gas-powered one, how big, bulky, heavy, and complicated it is versus this one, so you don't have to buy the big guys anymore. Now, we're not done yet, because this should be the icing on the cake for you.
Without a doubt.
We have an air conditioning unit, a full-size air conditioning unit, pumping out freezing cold air on the same generator. Prince, can you show that original generator out there? The same one generator that's running the fridge, the microwave, I can smell the popcorn, that made the blender drink, that's running the big TV. That one generator is also running a full-size air conditioning unit.
And look, when we talk about some of the most important things, hurricane season is during the summer. And I can tell you from my personal experience, when you lose power and it's 100 degrees out, it's even hotter inside. And staying cool, okay, not just being comfortable, but it's just something that we need to think about for us and for our whole family, and even your neighbors and your friends. I mean, this is something you can bring everybody over when you have your generator.
Well, and I loved it too, Justin, because again, these aren't bulky and smelly and heavy. It's not the gas and the oil and how do you do the mix.
Oh, right.
It's easy to start for anybody. So if you really want to feel fully prepared and fully empowered, this to me is a must-have. You cannot not have that in this circumstance. All right, Justin, next thing we're going to do is let's head over and show gas versus the propane version.
Yeah, and I really want to touch on what you just said too, is, we're going to go over and talk about gas to propane, but what I love is I want you to think about When you're thinking about what generator do I want, propane is easy to set up. It takes within just seconds to really connect, just like your barbecue. If you wanted a gas, do you have the gas that you need? Are you sure that you even clean the gas out of your gas tank before? Those are things that you don't need to think about when you have a propane generator. It's clean burner, and it's gonna be easy and simple for you. I'm gonna go ahead, I got my popcorn in one hand. I'm gonna set that down for just a second. And then what I'm gonna do in just a second here is I'm gonna go ahead and grab what looks like a gigantic generator, and it's our gas generator.
I'm gonna try and grab it. Oh my gosh, this thing is...
It's a beast.
Wait, hold on.
It is a beast.
Oh, it's really, really heavy. Okay. This is insane. This already is a no for me.
Right?
Like, I'm out.
Right. Okay, so think about...
Sorry, where the heck do you store this thing?
Right. And you know what?
Oh my God, wait, and then this is the worst. This is the worst right here.
Well, it's not safe. You have an open can of gasoline. It's not safe to even fill at the gas stations. You have to worry about how long is my gas gonna be good for. Propane can last for almost 10 years unused.
No kidding.
Gasoline, maybe close to a year. And if you leave gas in here without getting out, in 2 weeks, your carburetor is gonna go bad. Your gas inside your gas tank is gonna go bad. So what ends up happening is you kind of start to run your engine, your generator to just burn the rest of that out. You're just wasting money.
You're kidding.
The other thing too is, what happens here in Florida when there's a hurricane? What happens to the gas stations?
There's no gas.
And you're in like an hour line
right.
to fight for it.
Right.
Propane is something, when you think about getting prepared, you get prepared now. Right. Get prepared today. Go ahead and pick up a couple, propane tanks, and then you're good to go. And you know that these are gonna last, and you're not gonna have to worry about having open containers.
Right.
For
smelly gas.
Right.
Now, how long will one typical size propane tank last?
Yeah, great question. So on about 50% load, you're looking at about 11 hours. Of nonstop use. Nonstop use. So when we're thinking about our refrigerator, and we mentioned it, you can run it for about, it can stay cool for 4 hours. You don't want to necessarily keep your refrigerator plugged in all the time. This is a generator, you want to keep that refrigerator cool, but you don't have to necessarily keep that, so you can keep the AC going during the day.
Great.
And then run your fan at night. So all these different things that you can use, but this has enough power to run nonstop at 50% for 11 straight hours nonstop. That's
amazing. And guys, I don't know if you can see, but look at the size comparison too.
Right.
We're talking about amazing amount of power here. That thing is just massive. Where in the world do you even store that thing? And for me, it's too intimidating, I'll be honest with you. This one we can do. Everybody can do it. If you've got elderly parents who are on their own and you're worried about them, maybe something happened a couple years ago and they're not fully prepared, grab this for them tonight. If you're saying, you know what, we're not really prepared, and you know what, it affects all of us. When I was talking to Dimitri, he added earthquakes, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. We've got hurricanes, there's ice, there's storms, there's snow coming up. There's a million reasons why we want to have the secure feeling of knowing we've got power when we need it. Now, there's a lot of fun reasons too. And the next one is definitely fun. And this is, let's take it to the great outdoors, right?
Yeah, this is all about you weekend warriors out there who are thinking, okay, what's the benefits of having a portable generator?
Right.
Being able to go ahead and, like you said, enjoy the great outdoors, enjoy the stars, be able to go camping. You know what, even just a staycation in your backyard. This gives you so many different options. You want to be able to just kind of cook out in the backyard, and maybe you don't have a barbecue, go ahead and connect this into your propane tank, and then you're good to go. Or have a TV going, have the AC going.
Well, like tailgating.
Tailgating.
How fun would that be for tailgating?
Look, I don't know if I'm a huge Dolphin fan. Maybe that's embarrassing to mention. I know, it's huge. Do we have a brown bag? Put over my head. But you know what? Tailgating, we would always have a generator going. And everybody comes over, we got cooking, we got the TV
You're watching
going.
the TV.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it makes everything better.
Right, so much fun. All right, so show us what you're gonna do
Okay,
here.
so this is what we're talking about. You have it, actually, we're gonna have it connected to an RV. It's easy, 1, 2, 3 steps for the process. Again, we showed you, I'll show you one more time. This little red switch is to turn your battery on. Just like your vehicle, you wanna get your battery going first. Make sure everything's all set right here. I'm gonna hold this down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, and 3. Once I do that, this is my ignition switch. I'm gonna flip it up, make sure that my choke's ready and set to start. Green light, and that's it. So now next, check this out. This is what we use for all of our other major appliances. We do have this, which is our regular triplex, the duplex. But then get this, you ready? If I can actually figure out how to plug this in. Okay. There we go.
Oh, look. Oh, that's awesome.
Weekend warriors, you got your RV going.
That's great.
How cool is that?
Well, and two, you know, I mean, I love the idea of off-gridding. I love the idea of off-gridding. I also love the idea of this one. Let's say you've got a big property and you want to just cut down some trees. You know, you got some lumber or whatever, and you want to use electric chainsaw. Well, you can take that out in the middle of your property. You can plug it in right there, trim those trees without having to run 8 miles of cords to get to a plug in your house. So I think what's interesting, Justin, is you'll buy it for the emergencies, but you'll use it for more than you ever thought you would.
Totally. It's one of those things that once you have it, you're like, oh, well, let's take the generator to this. Let's use it. And like you said too, this is great for off-site stuff, but even great for a lot of people. And I know here for me in Florida, I know I mentioned it, but this is across the whole entire country. Right. When you have major storms, there's limbs down, and sometimes you're trapped in home. You know, you can't get the car out of the driveway. So what do you want to do? And there's no power, you can get your electric pole saw or your electric chainsaw, get it connected to your generator, and start cutting all of those limbs and get yourself, and move all that stuff to the front sway so they can actually get removed.
Okay, now do me a favor, before we're going to light up the world here in just a second, but show them the 3 different plugs.
Yeah, let's do that
and
real
explain
quick.
that, because it's a little easier to hear over here.
Yeah.
We were right beside it down there.
So here's really what you're looking at, and here's all of your different outlets. First off, your receptacles are completely protected by this silicone. It's great for when you're storing it. Keeps all the dust and moisture out of the actual outlet. Here's where the outlet you're gonna really use for all of your appliances. The power cord that you're gonna wanna pick up too, but this is great for any other power cords on the market. You plug that in. Right here is what we plug the RV in. So this is great for plugging in all of your RVs, your tow behinds, and then over here is where you're gonna put all of your extension cords, your regular, what we know as our wall outlets or our 3-prong outlets. And then here again is where our ignition is, our start button. This little thing right here is really just to show you kind of exactly what's going on. It's a 3-in-1 minder. And then you have circuit breakers as well that are built in. So if you ever were to overload and plug too many things in, you don't have to worry about anything happening. And the other thing too I wanna mention is an automatic oil shutoff. If you ever run out of oil, it'll automatically turn off for you. Something that you don't have to think about.
Great.
But right now, I guess, do you want to turn it on?
Sure, are we ready? Okay, so we're gonna go really, really wide because you have to see way above us too, because this is impressive. I love this. So the same generator that you saw us use in the RV, you can take it with you on the go. Watch this is so much fun. So you're holding for 3, right?
Hold it for 3. We don't wanna have anything plugged in. We wanna plug in everything after we turn it on. That way we don't have to pull too much power.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is 1 and 2, 3, and then check this out.
Let me get out of the way. So we've got the lights on. How awesome is that?
And now we got our popcorn.
We got our popcorn from inside.
We cooked in our
Let's turn
microwave.
the TV on.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have the TV turned on in just a second. We got the TV going. And I was saying this to them, from off the grid to on the griddle, we can go ahead and start cooking on our little flat grill.
And wait, I gotta tell you what's really funny, guys. The griddle light's on, so it's working. You can't see it, but that's on. And even if you have to have your morning cup of coffee like my husband, look at that. Even the light on the coffee pot is on. Plus all of the string lights above us in that one single generator. All right, guys, I want to head to the other side.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because, Justin, I would love us to show, I want to show everybody really what happens on the interior of your house. Because a lot of times we're like, well, that's great to take it when we go out. That's great when we do this, we do that. But I want to repeat this and show you it again. Now, we do have VIP financing available on this, which is really fabulous. If you have our HSN card, it's like getting 12 months of flex pay. You can spread your payments over 12 months. It's about $50 a month, and it's worth every darn penny, you guys. I'm telling you. Also tonight, if you don't want to use that as an option, we have 6 flex pays, which means you'll pay this off in a half a year. I will tell you, the first time you lose your power for 2 hours, 4 hours, 24 hours, or multiple days, you're gonna sit and remember this moment when you picked it up. And you're gonna say, thank God, literally. All of our hearts go out to the folks in Bahamas.
Yes.
Trust me, I'm sure there are many people down there who would be desperate, desperate for a generator. Don't be like that. Be the one who's empowered, and then when you're comfortable, you can help so many others so much better. This is your moment tonight to get it. And maybe you've been on the fence for a while, because I know it's not $25. This isn't buying a pair of earrings. I get that. It's a pretty big investment, but it pays itself off that very first time that you need that power. And it could be for fun, or it could be, unfortunately, in a real disaster. I hope you only use it for fun. In fact, I hope it collects dust and you never have to use it. But when when you do, you're gonna say, thank God, literally thank God that I have this in my home to keep my family safe, to keep us happy, to keep us fed, to keep us hydrated. It's all the epicenter of an emergency, and I'm so thrilled to have this. Now, they have a legacy. This is important because Furman has a legacy of selling millions of generators worldwide.
Well, I have to start off by saying Furman does nothing but eat, sleep, and breathe generators. That's all they do. And really what they've done is they've taken all of those, all of their customers, taken surveys, hundreds of surveys to build exactly what this is. And this is built just for you, the HSN customer. But like you said, their parent company actually has sold over 10 million across the world. Nationwide. Wow. So they know what it takes to make a great, great generator.
And I love it. It's literally from concept to manufacturing. They everything, every component, every part, they actually make it in-house. And clearly it's built to last. Let's talk about that, right?
Yeah, it is built to last. I mean, not only that, they put a stamp of approval on it by putting 5-year warranty on it.
Wow.
Each one has gone through just rigorous amount of tests. When we talk about people on all of the different sides of the country, some in hot, some in cold, these are actually tested in temperature controlled rooms to make sure that they work in high amount of heat and low, and then that low temperature as well. So when it is those snow and ice storms that knock out the power, you know that it's going to work. They run for about 500 hours, each one of them as tests, each model to make sure that they're working, every single thing, and they're done in-house, like you said, from every little piece that's built in this Furman generator is Furman.
Yeah, right. They don't outsource. They don't have other people making parts for them. They do it all. All right, I'm going to start this one up again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because this is the one that, I was like all in when we did this demo, when I saw this demo earlier. I'm going to start it because I just want to prove that anybody can do it. And again, it sounds a little sexist. I don't care. I have no idea how to start our gas generators at home. And it's sad, but they intimidate me. I'm afraid of them. I don't get it. I don't want to touch them. And you have to do the whole crank starting, which I just don't want to do. This, everybody can do. So if you're elderly parents and you're concerned about it, they can do it. All right, so 3 seconds on here. 1, 2, 3. This is your start button.
We check and make sure the choke is set to start.
My choke's down over there, yep. There's my choke, there's the start. Okay, a little bit more. We're running. Come on, guys. I mean, if I can do it, everybody can do it. Now, here's what I want you to see. We're gonna start here. Follow us, because this is crazy. Now, we want to have this outside.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to keep it about 20 feet away from your home. Okay. Always point the exhaust away from the house. Okay. And then do not put it inside a garage. Make sure it is away. Keep it away from any windows outside. Keep it away from any doors that might be open outside as well. And that's really it. But then you all have all of your extension cords that you have plugged in that now lead into your home.
And speaking of that, we do have extra extension cords. Now, it'll work with any heavy-duty extension cord, right?
It will, yes. Okay. But I think the benefit to the one that we're offering is that it's a 3-split. They have the circuit breakers that are built in. It's built by Furman. You know it's going to work with your generator and have enough power to power all of your appliances.
Okay, and by the way, we have a 25-inch standard appliance cord you can ask about, and a 25-inch 30-amp RV or home power cord you can ask about. What?
25-foot.
Oh, 25 inch. Yeah, 25. It's not going to go very far, but hey, it works. 25 feet.
You got to stack a lot of them.
Yes. But we have both those available if you want to get them to go back to it, but you can use your standard power cords if you already have them. All right, so look at this, guys. There's a whole lot of those generators out there that say, oh, it'll keep a mini fridge cold. How about a full refrigerator?
Yep, full refrigerator.
Look at that. Look at this.
Right, we didn't get a little refrigerator for you. This is what you have at home.
It's a regular big refrigerator.
This is a big refrigerator, and this is why you want a generator. For your major appliances, and especially what we talked about too. Your food, your water, you want to keep it cool, and right before the hurricane or any winter storms, you get stocked up on all of your food. But we think food, water, and then power for this reason. We want to keep it cool. And we talked about before, your refrigerator is only going to stay cool without power for 4 hours.
Wow.
That's it.
Crazy.
I mean, it's unbelievable. 48 for your freezer, but all of your other food, your drinks, your water, it's another way to keep yourself cool. Your meats, right. So this is a great thing and peace of mind and confidence knowing all the food that we got is going to be able to stay cool for an extended period of time.
And just FYI, the amount of food, how much do you think you have in your refrigerator right now in food cost? Think of your freezer with all the meats and the chicken and all that. You might have a couple $100 in there. So if you lose all that and have to throw it away, that's already half the price of our today's special. Now remember, everything else you're about to see is all simultaneously working on that same generator that I started. So here's the big fridge. Let's move over here. Your microwave. Take out that ready-to-eat pizza. Want a little microwave it? You can, right?
Exactly. I think that's the biggest thing too is, okay, we have everything to keep it cool, and we have something to cook our food with too. We have our microwave. We've got our frozen food. Maybe we want it that we've kept for just that particular reason, for those emergency situations. We have something to actually be able to cook it with. We still have a little ice left over here, but this is just an idea. We have ice that's in our freezer. We can make our smoothies. This is our celebratory drink for after we've finally made it through. And then, of course, our TV. You know, we talk about being able to stay in touch and not just stay in touch, but stay connected with what's going on.
Yeah, and it's you get full-size TV. And remember, that same, can you guys shoot it too, if you don't mind, Prince? The same generator I just started by myself, again, I feel pretty proud of that, is a large fridge, microwave, blender, the full TV, so the full TV, and then I got one more surprise if you didn't see it earlier. There it is, that same one. We don't have 3 going, we literally have just the one, is now powering everything you've seen so far, and to me, this is the best example. We also have a full DeLonghi air conditioning unit running on that exact same generator. I think that's huge. So you have all the comforts of home, even if it is a miserable, bad time at the moment outside.
I was gonna say, you know, it's almost like if we didn't even have anything else plugged in, except for being able to run our AC.
It'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it, right? Because, you know, when we lose power, down south or even up the coast, it's summertime. It's hot, it gets brutal. And this is a great way of knowing, you know what, you're gonna stay cool, your pets are gonna stay cool, everybody's gonna be able to be comfortable. And really, it's a big safety thing. I mean, we've read stories of what can happen when you can get overheated, you know, after storms like this.
Oh, absolutely. And also think about if you have portable heaters. So if it's the middle of the winter and it's an ice storm, it's a blizzard you've had, and you've lost power, that's your portable heater running too. But I like the fact that, you guys, what this really represents is they've made it so easy. It's super powerful. It uses propane. It's easy to store that. It's very easy to start. On top of all of that, it's really going to feel you can go from feeling helpless to feeling really empowered. And for me, that's such a big deal, because I think when we're in the throes of an emergency, oh my gosh, food, water, we gotta have power. If you've got all 3 and you're ready to go, you can help others. You can survive it easier. You're gonna be better off. And I think that's wonderful to have this. Please remember, we have 6 flex pays. This is brand new, first time we've ever offered it. You're saving $200. Just gotta point that out real quick. We're gonna light up the world again here in just a sec. But you're saving $200 simply because you're buying it from us, and they have sold millions worldwide from a phenomenal brand. If you look it up, you'll see just absolutely great reviews on it. Here's your opportunity to get this home. And by the way, the shipping, this is a big deal. The shipping is $20. Okay, look at this, guys. Now, I'm gonna roll it around. I can roll it around, right? I can move it, unlike the big gas one, right? It's $20 to ship this thing. And it is heavier. It's obviously a generator, but that's huge just on the shipping alone.
Well, I mean, and you don't have to worry about going to a store. Having to get it, how you gonna get it in your car? You need a truck.
Your car.
You're not gonna get it in a car.
That's right. That's right.
So this is getting delivered directly to your home, and this is the idea of you spent $20 on shipping. It's almost worth not having to worry about who am I gonna call to get it in my car?
Or having it delivered from the store. I mean, that costs you $50 there. All right. So runs on propane. Let's start everything up again. A little A to Z.
Yeah, A to Z. We have it connected to propane. This is the same. You know, if you can connect propane to a barbecue, that's really the same exact thing that you're gonna do with your generator. It's clean burning, so you don't have to worry about all these additional maintenances, and it's easy and simple, and it's really more accessible than when you're in an emergency situation finding gas. Now we have it connected to our generator. I'm gonna make sure everything's set and ready. I'm gonna make sure my choke is good, and then the first thing is just like a car when we're turning the key, right? When we turn the key just a little bit, what ends up happening is we turn the battery on. That's that little red switch right here. So I'm gonna hold that down for 3 seconds. You see that red light? And 1, 2, and 3. Now when I have that, I'm gonna have this ignition switch right here. So again, I'm turning the key a little bit more, but it's just a flip switch. And now we're good to go.
Okay.
And that's it.
We're gonna light up the world. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So I want you guys to see all the string lights. The TV's gonna turn on here in just a second. The grill's going. Even the coffee pot, look at that. We're always desperate to have our coffee. Even that turns on. working and everything generated by that phenomenal Furman power. There's our TV.
Yeah.
So whether it's tailgating or maybe you're gonna use it if you're camping and RVing, maybe you're just gonna take it and have it for those emergencies, we're the place to buy it. We have the best deal anybody else has. So again, the value's huge, over $200 off, and of course, really amazing shipping. Justin, we'll see you later today.
Yes, you will.
Awesome, awesome item. And thanks, guys. Hang around. We got more coming up.
A fresh take on timeless classics. For all women, simple, easy, elegance.
Let's get it, let's get it!
Style that works today, every day. Vanessa Williams on HSN.
Hi neighbors, it's Josh and Brent. We're the founders of Beekman 1802. And do you know we've been here at HSN for 1 whole year already?
We hope you'll join us all month to see what kind of specials we have up our sleeves.
I discovered HSN on my television and I thought, I need to check this out.
I'm a working mom. Being able to just log in from my HSN app and having access to all the different products have been amazing.
I think FlexPay is one of the best things. It enables me to budget it out for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months.
The choices that I have are unlike anywhere else.
I do believe I stand out. People will stop me and say, where did you get that?
I don't want to look like the rest of the crowd. I get a lot of compliments. You know, who doesn't want that?
For shopping and style here at HSN. Join me, Callie Northagen, for all the latest in fashion, footwear, and accessories. Watch live on HSN or the HSN app.
We've got a lot going on here at HSN. I'm Suzanne. Thanks for joining us. I know a lot of you watched that presentation on the Furman. You can watch it again on hsn.com. Grab your partner if you're thinking about picking it up. I love launching midnight because I know we have them all in stock. And just so you know, we didn't bring a ton of those in. So if you are thinking about ordering it, you do get 6 months to pay it off. And I just think it should be in every single household out there. And I hope we can help you do that tonight. All right, we're moving on because it's called Fall Essentials. And this is one of my all-time favorite items. Whether it was a previous name or of course thousands that we've sold under the Simply Natural, these are the coolest towels you will ever use. They are a wood fiber cleaning cloth, and it's such a cool story behind them. But what it does is saves you a lot of money not using tissue paper. They're completely reusable over and over, and I love that they are just so soft, but they're so effective without chemicals. Now we have 3 different color choices. We have the red, we have the blue, and we're launching tonight for the first time, we actually have the green. You're getting a set of 12, and they're 9.5 by 9.5 by 2.5. And they look really stiff and hard to start with, but they're one of my favorite makeup removers once you wet them. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Suzanne.
So since you've launched this configuration, how many have we sold? Just a couple airings.
About 15,000.
About 15,000,
yes,
all right, cool.
Yes, yes.
So why do you think these are always so popular?
They're so popular because they work. It's a new twist on cleaning. If you've been using paper towels, you've been using sponges, you know, they develop time, they wear out. It's a one-time application. You're just throwing your money in the trash. But now there's a better solution. This whole technology right here is 8 layers of highly absorbent wood fiber. And as Suzanne was mentioning, when you get this is going to be stiff, but when you wet this underwater, it's going to get to be extremely soft, and it's going to be extremely abrasive to where it's going to break through all the germs, the grease, the grime, and also it's going to lift up all those germs and bacteria. And for so long, we've been using these. Right. You know, we've been using
just
paper towels.
Total waste of money.
A total waste of money. And watch, I mean, it's just not that effective.
They really aren't, actually.
They're not.
And it's sort of a catch-22 because then you grab 3 more paper towels.
By the time that you actually pick up a spill, you're probably through like half a roll. And then look at the Simply Natural cloth. Same thing, same amount of liquid. And look at how fast it traps.
Wait, look, let me really, let's test this.
Yeah, test
there.
it. I mean, do you see the difference? And then you're getting another one, and then another one. And I mean, how many times are we picking up spills? But look at, with 30 seconds underneath tap, you're gonna be able to, all the liquids, all the bacteria, the germs that you pick up in this cloth is going to release 99.9% of all the germs, bacteria, stains that you come in contact with, so that every time you rinse it and use it, it's gonna be white, just as the first time you pulled it out of the pack.
So Mike, I picked up the sponge I had beside my sink today.
You mean one of these?
Yeah. And I was wiping something and I put it down, and then I went to get a drink, so I had my hand near my mouth, and it smelled like metal.
Yeah.
And you know what that is? That's the funky stuff growing in your sponges. With this, because it's going, and can you repeat that stat again? You rinse it under water.
Yes,
it's not
30
like
seconds.
You're putting it in bleach, you don't have to steam it. 30 seconds under just tap water. What happens?
You're gonna release 99.9% of all the germs and bacteria that's in your house.
And the stains.
And the stains.
Yeah, crazy, right? Isn't it amazing?
This cloth isn't gonna develop odors, and as Suzanne was mentioning, you know, when you start using your cloth, you start smelling it, you might think it's your garbage disposal, you might think it's coming from your sink. It's not, it's actually coming from your cloth. And to be fair,
from your sponge.
you know, I'm gonna rinse this sponge for you so you can see it. You just saw everything come out of the Simply Natural cloth. Look at this. Do you guys see this?
Oh, jeez.
Do you guys see what didn't come out of the sponge?
That'd be chicken juice.
This is the germs check in and don't check out. And this is why these sponges start to smell. And then what do we start doing? We start wiping down our entire kitchen.
The baby's high chair.
And then look at, you're just basically creating a whole nother crime scene inside your house. And it's disgusting because you can't see it. But with the Simply Natural cloth, you're able to go behind it. It's super effective. It's super abrasive. It's not going to scratch your surfaces, but it's strong enough to cut through the grease, the grime, the dirt, and the most important thing, it's going to pick up 99.9% of all the germs and bacteria, and with 30 seconds underneath the tap, you're going to rinse 99.9% of the germs and bacteria out of the cloth and down the drain.
So it picks up that amount.
It picks it up.
And gets rid of that amount
and gets rid
when
of
you clean it.
When you clean
Have you ever heard of the cloth that can do it before? Here's the thing too, I was telling Mike earlier, so fun. We had a microfiber discussion. Because we sell a lot of microfibers, they're fine. And I do love microfibers. I have a lot of microfibers. The one thing I noticed though, they're so good at grabbing, they never release anything. So I was cleaning with a clean one the other day, and it had a whole bunch of hairs stuck to it. Because even though I'd washed it and put it in the dryer, the hairs were still trapped in the microfiber, or you're picking out all that lint, Mike, you know? Yeah, well, with these, you also don't have that issue.
Well, and then also another thing that you don't have an issue with is like when you're cleaning after you're cooking and with your cheese and anything that really gets baked on, and you're using like a traditional towel cloth or even the microfiber, everything gets embedded into the fiber. So like if you're using that cloth for a week, it just sticks in, it becomes a nuisance, you're picking it out with your fingers. That's not gonna happen with this. And these are things that you come in contact with on a daily basis. I mean, it's just disgusting, nasty stuff. I mean, and if you take a look,
well,
you
think
can
your kid came home from elementary school.
All the germs,
they've been, you know, wiping their hands with their nose with their hands.
Right.
Then they come in, touch the door, and then all of a sudden, wait, mom and dad are sick as a dog.
and it always happens the first day of school.
Oh, always.
You know, and then 2 days,
or preschool,
a week and a half later, you're the one being sick.
Right.
So I love to travel with these. So I'll wet this, I'll put this in a plastic bag, I'll travel with me. I mean, the airlines restrict the 311 rule with your chemicals. So when you come in, I just want to show you, here's the difference, is that simply with water and with the Simply Natural cloth, you're able to eliminate all the germs, all the bacteria from your surfaces. And notice, I'm not relying on chemical cleaners.
Oh, can you do the one right beside it too?
Because look, do you see where the cloth is?
Oh, sure.
It's right there on the cloth.
Look, it's grabbed it all,
And it's grabbed it all, and all you do is you come back over to the tap and you rinse it clean.
Now watch, guys, so you saw it on there, he's gonna rinse it, and again, you're not gonna see that green glow anymore because it
just
literally releases
clean.
it.
Yeah, it rinses clean.
It's perfect. All right, let's talk about some grimier stuff. Let's show some real dirt over here.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're sitting thinking like, where else can I use it? It's great for your hard surfaces, your stone countertops. Here's wood floor. You know, think about what you're using right now. You've got those oil-based solutions. They smell good. They shine your floors, but they leave residues. Again, this is cleaning with water. So I mean, you got your shoe marks. You got your pets get out and they track in mud. Your kids track in mud. But look at how quickly and easily this cuts through all of the dirt.
And you're using nothing but water with these.
Just with water.
Okay.
And it's just so simple, and it gives you that peace of mind to where you're not relying on the dependency of chemical cleaners anymore.
Well, if you use a chemical cleaner, then the baby crawls past on the floor, then the dogs or the cats come in and lick their paws.
Their paws, right.
Yeah, this is not only cleaning it, it's actually picking up all the bad stuff that's on there.
And it picks it up, it eliminates it, it gets trapped in the cloth. cloth, you just walk right over to the sink, you rinse it for 30 seconds, and again, you're releasing it.
This is a nice gooey mess.
And this is a really nice gooey mess. And so, I mean, you have your jelly, you have your chocolate sauce, your crayons, but again, it doesn't matter. I mean, the cloth is so abrasive, it just picks these messes up super easy. Yeah. You know, you're not worrying about what you're working with. And look, here's the crayon. So, I mean, we just painted our walls, and I love sharing the story. My 3-year-old got a hold of a crayon and just went crazy.
Oh, stop.
So my wife and I started looking at each other like, what are we gonna do? Mm-hmm. And so I was just like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take the wood fiber cloth, go over, rinse it, and start wiping it. And it took the crayon, and we have an older house, and so you have the dimpled walls, and we didn't think it was gonna come out. But this is crayon, and just look at with water how it's just eliminating and taking the crayon right off of this surface. So just think about all your other marks. Think about when you're having parties and you have your spills going on. Think about your stone countertops that you can't use chemical cleaners on. You can't use chemical cleaners on porous surfaces, but with the wood fiber cloth, simply using water, this is going to lift and grab all the germs and bacteria to not only to preserve your countertops, because that's a big investment you're making in your house, but it's going to keep them clean, and then all you do is come to the tap and you rinse it clean.
Well, also if you just want to go chemical free, can you imagine not needing chemicals to clean some of your worst spills and your worst problem areas? So if it's the kitchen with the chicken, or it's the cutting board you're cleaning, this not only picks all of that up, it also releases it. And can you repeat that stat again, because it's super impressive?
Yeah, it's 99.9% of all germs and bacteria are going to be released out of the cloth.
So it picks up that much.
It picks it up and then it releases it. And
wow.
this is the principle. This is those 8 highly absorbent 8 layers of wood fiber that you're going to be getting to be able to use and clean in your house. And by simply rinsing under the tap, guys, you're going to have a white, pristine cloth every time you use it. So it's not going to develop odors, it's not going to stain, it's going to clean up spills, messes, time and time again,
sure.
versus what we currently are doing,
right.
where we have all of these paper towels. I mean, one cloth, guys, is replacing 100 rolls of paper towels.
Get out of here.
100 rolls of paper towels.
So 12 times 100.
Is 1,200.
12, there you go. Thank good math.
Right,
I'm terrible. Look at me. I look like I was like, I don't know. But think about 12 times 100 is $1,200. Or 1,200 paper towels.
1,200 paper towels times
but that
2.
Would eat,
3.
Yeah,
What do you pay for a roll of paper towel? $2, $3?
I was get $3.
Yeah.
So let's do
$3,600.
$3,600.
$3,600 just in paper towels that have a one-time application.
12 set. And by the way, you can throw these in the washer and you line dry them. That's what I do. So if you do use them over and over again and you just happen to want to wash them in the washing machine, right, Mike? You can put them in the washer.
You can put them in the wash. Yep, line dry them.
Yeah. And I love it too because you're getting 12. All you do is pick your color. We have the brand new green tonight, then the edge is red, blue. And I like that you do colors because for a lot of you, you'll get a couple sets and say the green's always going to be for the kitchen. Think green groceries.
Yep.
The red might be always for the bathroom. Stop. Just leave them in the bathroom. That's all we're going to use is to clean them in the bathroom. The blue might mean, oh, you know, those are going to be for the ones in the garage or all the handyman stuff or anytime you're detailing your car. And what's interesting is if you go to reach for a paper towel, think of all the stuff you clean with a paper towel. Or you even use an old rag, or even maybe you're using microfiber, you now reach for this.
Yeah,
because these are now completely eliminated.
This is my favorite cloth to use throughout anything that I'm doing. I use it to clean up my grill. I use it on my cars. I use it
everything. Right?
Everything. And I even use it in the shower. And when you get this home, and I challenge you to take advantage of the buy. Get it home, use it in your house. When you get it in your house, you're not gonna return it. You're gonna wonder why you've never had this in your home to begin with, because the technology is so fantastic. And when you start using it, you're gonna know why. It's streak-free cleaning. It's so great on your electronics. It's so great on your countertops. It's so easy at picking up those messes, polishing up your fixtures. Right. Anything that you wanna use this for in your house that you wanna clean without chemicals, it's gonna provide that for you.
So I have a question. So I know the answer because I have these and
yes.
I truly love them. I think they're the greatest things. But really quickly, if I want to use them dry, they don't dry back to hard.
No.
They dry super soft.
They dry soft.
So if you want to clean, say, your wine glasses to get maybe some, some just discoloration off of them, you can use them. They're really, really nice to use when they're dry, like for dusting too. I use them for dusting.
For dusting, anything. Yeah. And they're even when I have spills on the floor, I have no problem wiping it off of the floor, rinsing under the sink, right. and then going back and reusing it around my house because right. it's eliminating 99.9% of the germs and the bacteria out of the cloth, so you can feel free to use it multiple times
right.
across across multiple surfaces because you're not cross-contaminating your house.
All right, isn't that cool? Mike, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, Susan.
I'm so glad to see these. It's set of 12, stay right there for them. Let me give you a reminder of our very best value today, and it's a really big deal, guys. It's that time of year where, well, it's any time of year, where you have to be concerned that, hey, are you ready for that emergency? Or it might be something simple as you love to RV, or maybe you're going off grid, maybe you want to camp, and you want power. This is an incredible, incredible 4,100 watt Furman portable propane generator. It's so easy to start, but here's what, if you missed the details of it, please watch the video on hsn.com. We literally had a full-size fridge, then on top of that we had a microwave going at the same time, with a blender, with a full big TV, with a portable air conditioning unit running on one single generator. It is absolutely, I think, one of the most important buys you could ever add into your household. And it's great because it does not use gas, it uses propane. Propane can sit in a propane tank for 10 years versus gas, which you've got to use. So it's much easier, it's much more convenient, super easy to start it. I thought that was one of the best features of all. It is portable, but it's there when you need it. And it can be for really fun things like tailgating, or really serious things like hurricanes, snowstorms, and even earthquakes. And everyone needs it. We have 6 flex pays, it's a $200 savings. You're not gonna find a better offer anywhere else for the Furman. And Furman, they have sold more than 10 million generators worldwide. We are thrilled to have them on the air tonight. I think at this point we've sold a couple hundred of them. And again, if you missed the presentation, you can see it on hsn.com right now. But I love it in the middle of the night because, or early in the morning, I guess, here on the East Coast, because you can make sure and reserve yours before they are sold out. And I just think that's a must-have. And by the way, we have 6 flex pays, and that big old thing only ships for $20, which is pretty amazing because it is a full-on generator. I'm so excited because we've got some anniversaries coming up. Sarah's anniversary, right? We also have, or Shannon, Guy, and Callie's anniversaries are all coming up over the next couple of days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Make sure to check out the shows. It's going to be a whole lot of fun with a lot of surprises. All right, Yvette joins me. I don't know why I want to call you Yvonne.
It's close.
I know, I'm so close every time. The last 2 times I've called her that. It's good, and I've known you for 16 years. It's so embarrassing. Yvette, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so it's so funny. Last time I saw her, we had a much bigger table out here. And it had lots of colors. Now that you're back, I see we're down to 4. We have the red, we have, no, 3.
Yeah.
We have the red, we have the blue, and we have the black.
Yes.
This is a customer pick.
It is.
First time we've ever had this on a clearance price. And again, when these are gone, they're gone, but people love them.
They love them.
So don't be fooled by the price.
No, it was a customer pick, $15 higher.
Oh, true.
You can see right here, this lantern has 3 different functions. There's one of them. You saw the beautiful flickering flame. The second is a very bright COB LED light. And then it is also a flashlight. So that is so beautiful. You can set the mood with these, or you can use them if you have your car breaking down, or if you just want to go outside and walk the dog, or if you're camping. Or the uses for these are endless. And actually, I took a look at the reviews because I like seeing, what you guys have to say that you love about them. And so many people said, I love this for when the power goes out. When the power goes out, I have that light. And this light is very, very bright. And you can either hang it on a hook, like you see here, or you just set it down, and it's 360 LED, and soon we'll have the lights go down so you can see just how bright it is. This weighs half a pound, that's it. There you can go. And here's, you can see the 2 different, right here, look at that very bright LED light. So if the power does happen to go out, and you're getting 3 of these, 3 of these with the batteries, and then with a little flick of a switch, look at that. You can use these for the holidays, and they are coming up fast and furiously right now. These are beautiful in your windows. These are beautiful on your mantle. Guy always says he puts them in his fireplace. I'm like, oh, look at you. And then Suzanne, what's coming up? Halloween.
Put them inside your pumpkin.
Yep, that is your, and you know what? We have the black. So even if you have like a Halloween party and you want to decorate, how cool would the black be for that?
Cute, yeah,
and
absolutely.
we have the red, which is great for Christmas. We have blue for Hanukkah. I mean, we do have some strong colors left, but the uses just, here, if you're just walking down your basement and you don't have enough light, how many rooms in your house don't have enough light?
Right.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
closets or whatever.
Or underneath that kitchen cabinet in the back.
Exactly.
And you can never see what's back there.
Right.
What I like is its versatility. Because
Exactly.
you know, we all need flashlights, but
Right.
you have them in the drawer and you use them every now and then, whatever. I love the fact that you can use these as decorative purposes too.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned too, you get 3 of these in the set. So you're just picking our final colors.
And individually boxed.
Which is lovely.
That's pretty important because if you're giving them as gifts, look, this is how you get them, just like this, and you get the batteries. So if you have that secret Santa or teachers love these,
great idea.
Think
well,
about
everyone does. Kids
Yes,
love them because they don't get hot. They're really
Right.
lightweight. They're
Look at
easy to
that.
carry. We know people love them for tenting. It's one of those things I always say, you buy them for the first purpose in mind,
Yep.
and then you realize, oh wait, that's kind of pretty to hang them from the tree during my next party.
Right.
And they look like almost, you know, beautiful candlelight in the tree. And then bring them in, of course. All right, I just want to update you on this too. We have 3 flex pays tonight on this. It's the lowest price we've ever done. As you said, it became a customer pick at $15
Right.
more. And I love the reviews. This is a customer pick. I'll just read a couple real quick. Artsy in New Jersey said, great lights for storms and to light dark steps as well, which we talked about a lot. Frog in Alabama says, these are great for car, home. I love these lanterns. We have a lot of storms here in the South. They're great. Very true, because we all have that experience pretty much everywhere with lights going out. Susie says, great to set the mood or just a good old flashlight.
Right.
That's so true too, right?
Absolutely. There you see it outside in your area. And remember, these are great for the kids if you're gonna, even if they're just going outside and they're hanging out. Camping, I saw quite a few reviews where they take them camping or fishing or on the lake. I know when I went to the beach this year, I took a couple, you know, just lit up the area, and they're absolutely gorgeous for the holidays. There you can see, you can maybe put 2 on a mantle or wherever you want to put them. But these are something that when the holidays are over, you do not box these up and put them away.
Right.
Then you keep them out for when the power goes out, or maybe if you're just having some friends over at night and, you know, your outdoor activity happens to be drinking a glass of wine outside, at least you'll be able to see. But then remember, and I also want you to see this. So take a look at this, it collapses. So say you want to use them for the kids' nightlight and you just want a little bit of light, that's okay. Or you can have all of that light. I use them myself in the my nightstand because when I get home later at night, I don't want to wake up my husband by turning on the big light. I simply turn this on, I plug up my phone, I take my vitamins, whatever I do, and then I just turn it off and that's it.
Isn't that handy?
Yes,
it's just right
absolutely,
there.
it's right there.
Show them how the handle comes off.
Oh
because
yeah,
I think
that's
if you
pretty
are going
great.
to use them for decorative purposes, they've actually thought through that.
They did.
It's pretty smart.
So what you do here is all you have to do is collapse it like this. Then you have your flashlight here, but actually what's pretty cool is this handle comes off and actually flips over and just goes right in that slot. So now you actually can carry, and look at how bright that is. I mean, this light is very bright. I saw in the reviews, some people say, hey, for this price, I just want them for the flashlight. But then you actually,
so true.
because keep one in your car, right? You never know when you might break down. And here's another animation that just simply shows how easy it is to convert it from the very bright LED light. You just push it down, flip the handle over, and boom, you have a flashlight. So if you need to go outside for any reason, I agree with you. I think the value is in the versatility of 3 different functions in one, but then remember, you're getting 3 of them for this price.
I mean, it's 3
with
flashlights,
the batteries.
it's 3 lanterns,
Yes.
and it's 3 mood lights.
Right.
So if you use them as the mood light, which is just pretty, you know,
Look
that
how
could
pretty-
just be
look how
for
nice that is.
just the evening. You know, you just want to feel more relaxed.
Right.
Or like guys, I do with the fireplace. For me, I'd stick them in the middle of the pumpkin. I think that'd be so cool.
And
Or
then
if you're
give them
doing-
to trick or treat. You can even give them to the kids to go trick or treating for light.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
And then also too, if you're going to take your dog just to go for a walk.
Yes.
I mean, that's always nice to have a really good flashlight.
To have some type
and
of
again,
light.
I think everybody buys these for that first purpose in mind, and then
Yes.
they go, oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, grab that little lantern because we're going to sit outside and have a glass of wine and maybe some, you know, a charcuterie tray.
That's right.
Or hey, we're going to have people over, or it's going to be a slumber party. This is the other cute idea you had.
Yes.
Slumber party. You got a bunch of kids coming over. You actually take a Sharpie and write their name on them. They will have
And
so
give it
much
to 'em
fun
as a
running
gift.
around with their own little flashlight
You know,
all night.
kids love that. And remember, this is not hot to the touch at all. This weighs a ½ a pound. I have senior parents. They still live in their home. They need some extra light in the middle of the night when they have to get up to go use the restroom. Sure. They keep one right by the restroom. You know, and that actually becomes a safety issue to have extra light. I have a closet, and I have a closet that doesn't even have a light. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm like, how am I even supposed to see in here at night? I keep one right in there. When I go in that closet, I just turn it on.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
nice, right?
It's like what you said. You're gonna get it home maybe for this beautiful decorative, and then you're gonna say, oh, I need some light. Can you go grab that lantern? You know, that's what's gonna happen.
The same lantern you have a romantic evening at home is the same one that when the power goes out, you're like, oh, grab the flashlight, honey.
Exactly.
It's just not that big drawer of bulky, ugly flashlights. Also, for those of you who love to go camping, they're wonderful. I'm a glamper and just can't have enough. You always want a flashlight camping, but I like the fact that with a couple of hooks, you could literally hang these on your awning outside of your camper or in the center of the tent. Like if you wanted to really give you light throughout the entire tent, they usually have a little hook right at the very top. You can hang it there. You'll just find a gazillion uses for these. But remember, we started out with I think about 8 colors.
Yeah, or maybe more. Yeah, it was quite a few.
About 8, right?
And they are going quickly.
Long gone. So we have the red, we have the blue, and we have the black. And there's a little something for everybody here. I think they're great gift ideas, as you mentioned. You might want to tuck them away. And just, it's the stocking stuffer. It's the gift exchange. Because again, you have to understand, when these are gone, that's it. When it's clearance price, they're done. And we've sold over, listen to this, 14,000 sets of these.
Wow.
Not individual ones, but sets. So it's a perfect time at a really great price to be able to pick them up. Also, notice the flex pay. Get them home for a little over $8 and try them out. Go trick-or-treating with them, you know?
Go trick-or-treating
Put them in the
with
pumpkin.
them.
Leave them out for a little mood to create a romantic evening for yourself.
Look
you
at
know?
that flashlight.
Try them out.
Yeah, my daughter said, oh, I'm so using these for tailgating. Think about that. Yeah. There's just, like you said, the uses go on and on. I mean, I keep this like right by my nightstand, and then sometimes I'll walk in there and I'll see it on this flickering light and I'll go, uh-oh, my husband did that. What does that mean?
It's your bat signal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I go, what does that mean?
I'm gonna go sleep on the couch all of a sudden. you know something's gonna happen, honey. I'm home.
Oh goodness, but really, you will just, you know what, you will find uses and uses for these. You have it just as a flashlight, and then you have, for the holidays, really, these are really beautiful to just set in different areas throughout your home. It's easy to convert right over. And then you'll have a decoration, but what if you have a storm come through and the power goes out? Oh, no problem, just press the button and all of a sudden it's that very bright LED light. It's just, the versatility is there, and they are at a fantastic price right now for 3. And remember, you're getting the batteries. You don't even have to buy those. That's
nice.
pretty great.
Yeah. You get 9 batteries, so we got you covered. They're literally ready to gift bow and go. That's what we call it, just bow and go. And I think it's tough when you comes around the holidays and you're like, oh, I want a little extra present for somebody, or that last minute person who's coming to visit, and you're like, are you gonna go stay with someone? Trust me, they're gonna really appreciate this. You know, take it and say, hey, here's a little something from me. Maybe it's a neighbor who's really helpful, and you're like, gosh, you know, I don't have a big budget, but I want to give them a little something to thank them for watching the house while I went on vacation over the summer. It's really just a nice thank you, and it's so smart and practical, because it's really, if you just want it for mood lighting, you got it. If you need it for serious work light, you have it, and if you need a great flashlight, it's all built into one. And like you said, you could go out and spend a ton of money on a really heavy, bulky, expensive flashlight.
Remember, it's half a pound, and this LED, it's COB LED, which is chips on board, which is the highest level of LED out there. So it's very bright, and because of that, the batteries, they're gonna last a very long time. I have not had to change the batteries on mine yet.
No kidding.
Really, yeah. Wow. So the battery's gonna last a long time. But again, keep one in your car. You never know when you're gonna need it there, and keep one, it's great. You know what? Another thing I use it for, if I have guests over, I'll keep one about like that in the bathroom, to have some extra light when you have guests over. It's, you know, it's just like you said. You're gonna get it home, and you're gonna use it and use it and use it, and you're gonna wish that you got a couple sets. So.
Well, and here's something else you
Now's the
can
time.
do. What I think is cute is take the rubber handle off and put them in your windows at the holiday season.
Yes.
That just, you know, a lot of people try to put those little stick candles and plug them in, and you can't find a plug. You got extension cords run everywhere. What's neat? Yeah, take the top off.
It's very easy. I do
put
this.
Put them in your windows and just turn on that little almost
like
candlelight effect.
Yeah, and it actually, it's a little sleeker, maybe a little classier with these off. We have it on there, so you have that option to hang it. But if you want to use them in a beautiful setting, like you said, on a window, a lot of people do that. But guess what? Without a candle, you don't, you know, if it falls over, oh, it's okay. That's all right. Nothing's going to burn. Nothing's going to break either. So remember, light to the, not
cool
hot,
to the touch.
Cool to the touch, not hot. So give them to the kids. They will love it. You can even personalize them. You can personalize them with the crafty
like
paint
a Sharpie,
and stuff. Yep,
or also
you can totally
too, if you
do
have
that.
a Cricut, you can actually put their names, so when they come over for the slumber party. Can you imagine the birthday party?
Exactly.
All the kids go home with like a treat bag, and the parents hate you because it's all sugary. Don't do that.
Right?
Just give them these.
Give them one of these.
All right,
Exactly.
thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yvette,
much.
for joining
Congratulations
us.
if you pick these up.
All right,
Thank you.
guys, let me give you a quick update on our very best value of the day. Right now, my favorite weather guy, he was talking about literally tracking 7 storms in the area, but it's so much more than that. It's going to be everything: snow, ice, tornadoes, earthquakes. You got to be prepared. You need food, you need water, and you need a heck of a generator, and we've got it. From one of the #1 names in producing generators worldwide, we have this one available tonight. What makes it great is it's portable and it's run on propane, which is a lot longer lasting than traditional gas. It's easier, it's less mess. It's very easy to start, by the way, and boy, it can power up almost a full city. I mean, it's really, really a powerful unit. Check it out on hsn.com. Stay right there, we have more coming up.